The countdown to recreational marijuana sales in New Mexico is now down to less than 6 weeks, and some businesses say that Albuquerque is making the licensing process more difficult than it needs to be. Spencer Schott explains how the city is responding to this and what dispensaries want to see next.
We've made quite a bit of changes to the webpage and the FAQs.
When this application was first announced, there was confusion among business owners trying to get their shops ready before April 1st.
So we're still waiting to find out, do we need it? Do we not need it? The website says we don't need to have it. I have some correspondence with somebody through the business licensing portal that says I need to have it, and so it's just confusion.
Matthew Munoz says he filled out the application when it first dropped. He even paid a $70 fee. The city says there is no fee for this application, but Munoz points out the constant changes are confusing.
So I've been screenshotting the website every time I go to it just to make sure that if I do something, I can go back and say the website said I could do this. So, it's been changing, and I get that they're trying to figure this out, but it's changing so much that it's hard for me to stay on top of it.
Now, according to the new website and the planning department, he never had to fill it out in the first place.
If somebody, for example, was a medical dispensary only, and they applied for a cannabis retail location approval, then they would not have needed to have taken that extra step.
The planning department says so far they have received 32 applications for the recreational marijuana retail location approval, but they are still going through those applications at this time.
In those 32, does that include people like the Carver family farms who are a micro business and applied kind of out of a panic that they weren't going to, or they were going to miss this step, but it turns out that they didn't actually have to apply?
Yeah, I'm not sure specifically about the Carver family farms. I'd have to check with the person doing the application.
While Munoz waits to hear back from the city, he says there is a lot of work he still has to do at his business, and he says these applications are taking up a lot of his time.
We are getting ready to harvest. We're planting clones because we're going to be selling clones, and so there's a lot of farm work that we're doing right now that that's a better use of my time than to get the money back from the city, but I still want it back.
But there is one change he would like to see on the website, a section dedicated to micro businesses like his. In Albuquerque, Spencer Schott, KOB4.
Some of the changes the city has made to the application and website include no longer requiring a notarized lease, showing there are over 10,000 potential locations, and specifying micro businesses and medical dispensaries do not need to fill out that application.